Jaime Maussan, Declassified Files.
Mire, aquí le quiero presentar algunos de los
I would like to present to you some of the highlights of the interview I had with the Republican congressman for the state of Tennessee in the United States Congress. This man has become the leader of all the politicians of the congressmen who demand the opening of the extraterrestrial phenomenon, who demand that the Pentagon files be opened, who demand that the crafts that are known to have been recovered be brought to light, as well as all the evidence which, according to David Grosh, if you remember, they have hidden. That is why it is so important to speak with him. I had the opportunity. He seems to me to be a very simple man, very honest, true, and who is telling the truth. When he tells us, I have seen these things, he's telling the truth. You have to listen to him carefully. Here I am only going to present to you some of the highlights, because we will present to you the complete interview in a few days in Tercer Milenio. So go ahead with Mr. Timberchet.
con el señor Timberchet.
I want the truth. We are spending tens of millions of dollars on something in this country, and I get stonewalled everywhere I turn. Every department, the Pentagon, the military-industrial complex, if you will, and every group. Again, they tell us these things don't exist, and I've said this many times. It's not about little green men or flying saucers. And you as a journalist, it's about transparency. It's about letting us know what we're spending all this dadgum money on.
And have you obtained anything?
A little. Most of it, though, is behind the scenes things, and I've obtained some things that are classified. I've talked to former admirals. I've talked to military personnel. I've talked to civilians. Friends of mine have come forward that have seen things when they were in the military and way back to the 50s. And the interesting thing about some of these sightings is they're identical in the way they describe the craft.
Are you planning to do new audiences?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are in the works right now of doing a new hearing, and that's what you mean by the use of hearing. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's what we're working on.
And with a new hearing, what would you plan there? I mean,
I think we're going to, I would like to bring in some people from the scientific community, and some people that are well known, and allow them to tell their story in that setting and be asked questions on a bipartisan.
Is it dangerous to get involved in this?
Yeah, it's dangerous. Sure, it's dangerous. Just politically, people attack me all the time about it. But when they see the polling numbers, it's like at 65% and climbing every day. Because every time there's another news story, somebody, it's past the little green men and flying saucer stage. People know something's going on. When our top military people in the world say it doesn't exist, and then they say the tapes are fake, and then they come back and say the tapes are real, and we don't know what it is. That's where they're at right now. I want you to know that people are listening to what you're saying. People believe you. You don't have to hide and cower because of the stigma attached to this anymore.
It means that, are you going to continue with this? How long are you going to continue?
I'm just going to keep going until we get full disclosure.
Thank you very much. What do you think? Very interesting and very honest, right? Well, much more about this interview in a few days on Tercer Milenio.
Tercer Milenio.
Jaime Maussan, Declassified Files.